Hello there, Mr. Monroe speaking. This video is going to be a short look at how to divide with decimals. Now, one of the big things to remember about dividing is you can have your times tables written out. But I'll show you how this works using the bus stop method or short division. Now, this is a standard division. You've probably seen something like this before. 214 divided by 4. Now, there's no decimals currently. However, divisions can have decimals in their answer, so I'll show you that first. So for example, here I'm going to set the bus stop up. 214 goes underneath and 4 goes on the side. I now need to see how many 4s go into 2. Now obviously the times tables are here if I need them. You might not need them, but I've written them out just in case. So 4 goes into 2. No, it doesn't. However, I haven't used any of this 2, so I'm going to carry that over here. Does 4 go into 21? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it goes in there 5 times. 1 is left over. Does 4 go into 14? 1, 2, 3. It doesn't go any further, so it's 3. Obviously, 3 is worth 12. I've got 14 here, so that's 2 left over. I'm going to put a decimal point and carry that 2 onto the 0. Now, in primary school, you might say, well, it's 53 remainder 2. Obviously, at secondary school, we need to be a bit more precise. So that remainder 2 is carried onto at the top of a 0. Now, 4 goes into 20 5 times. Now, I now have the answer of 53.5. Next, question 2 is 52.68 divided by 2. Now again, this one has decimals in it already, but other than that it's not that much more difficult. So I'm going to set up the bus stop just like I did previously. So 52.68 goes underneath, 2 goes on the outside. So 2 goes into 5 twice with 1 left over, so I carried a 1. 2 goes into 12 comfortably 6 times, so 6 is going to go there. Obviously always make sure my decimal points line up. Just even here, if I have to add a decimal point, they have to be in the same position, otherwise it doesn't work. 2 goes into 6 3 times, and 2 goes into 8 4 times, so it's got a comfortable answer there of 26.34. Now, next question. Again, there's no decimals to play with here, but let me show you what's going to happen. Dividing by 3 doesn't always end very well because you typically get a lot of recurring answers. There are other numbers, like you could divide by 6, divide by 9. Sometimes you get the same problem. Let's have a see how this looks in practice. So, 7, 1, 5. Set the bus stop up. Pop 3 there. So, 3 goes into 7 twice, because of course it goes into 6, carry the 1 over. 3 goes into 11, 1, 2, 3 times, but doesn't quite hit 12. So 3 times. Now because it's got in there 3 times, I've essentially gone up to 9. There's 2 left over. 3 goes into 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, 24 is 8 of them, but I don't get the 25, so I'm 1 short. So there's 8, and I need to carry a 1. And remember, decimal point comes out and I pop it with the 0. Now 3 goes in 10 3 times with 1 left over. 3 goes into 10 3 times with 1 left over. 3 you're going to see what's going to happen here. I could literally go on all day long, but there's no point. So this answer I would actually then just write as 238.3, and because the 3 is recurring, just leave a dot there. Sometimes you'll be asked to round to a specific number. If you don't get asked to round a specific number and you find yourself with a recurring answer, a little dot above it will help you there. Okay, then the next 2 questions are a step up and require a bit of a new skill. So this one is 768 divided by 0.2. Now we've already seen question 2 that I can divide a decimal by a whole number. The problem is dividing by a decimal is a bit more difficult. I personally wouldn't do that. There are ways of doing it, but it's kind of complicated. The easiest trick is to get rid of the 0.2. Now to get rid of that 0.2, I'm going to times it by 10. Now, if I times the 0.2 by 10, I get 2. But if I do it to one side, I need to do it to both sides. So that 768 is going to become 7680. Once I've done that, I've eliminated my decimal here, and now I divide like I normally would. So set my old bus stop up. 7680 divided by 2. 2 goes into 7 3 times, carried a 1. 2 goes into 16 8 times, no left over. 2 goes into 8 4 times, no left over, and obviously 2 is not going into 0. So for my next step, I'm going to do, just check this on the calculator to make sure it's working. 768 divided by 0.2, my calculator gives me 3840, which is what I got there. Now you might ask, well hang on a minute, 3840 is bigger than 768, and you'd be correct. You're asking how many 0.2s go in the 768. Well, actually, each number has, or each one has 5 0.2s in it. So if each one has 5 0.2s and there's 768 ones, if you will, there's a lot of 0.2s, hence the big number. Last question. So here I've got 8.72 divided by 0.5. So again, I don't mind having a decimal here. I do mind having a decimal here. So I'm going to times this by 10. Sometimes I might have to times it by 10 twice, if that would be like a 0.05 or 0.13. I times it by 10 until the decimal is gone. This gets times by 10 as well. So that's going to give me 887.2. And this is 5. So notice that that's still a decimal, and remember that's perfectly fine. So I've got 87.2 divided by 5. Set this up in our bus stop method like we did previously. So 87.2 underneath, 5 on the outside. 5 goes into 8 1 times with 3 left over. 5 goes into 37 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 times with 2 left over. 5 goes into 22 4 times. Notice how I'm past decimal point, so make sure we bring it up here. And of course I've got 2 left over. And 5 goes into 24 times, and that's it. So my answer here is 17.44. Let's just double check our math here. So 8.72 divided by 0.5. Now my calculator is coming back at 17 11 over 25. Remember, S to D button, 17.44, 17.44. Thank you very much.